Hi, this is Rosita here. Very good to be here on Fit Online. This is gonna be a Pilates mat class with playful variations, and I hope it's gonna be enjoyable for all of you. This is my dear friend Natalie here. She will be joining us for the class. Let's start on our forefeet position. So we're gonna just get down on our knees. You can keep your toes tucked behind you. Place your hands on your mat and make sure you have your wrists right under your shoulders and your knees are right under your hips. Yeah, let's just stay here for a second just to find out your breathing. Inhale and exhale, and see what happens in the rib cage and the belly as you breathe in and exhale out. Do not necessarily do anything to avoid your ribs to go out, just let it be. Let your belly, and let's just point your feet out here. And we're gonna go for a child's pose on the yoga pose. So just start to move your hips back close to your heels. Just keep your gaze out at the top of your mat. And let's just shift your weight back forward and maybe even a little bit more, so where you pass along the wrist. Once again, we're gonna push the weight back towards the heels. And exhale, we're gonna shift it forward all the way throughout the wrist. We'll do one more here. We're gonna shift it back, breathe in. And exhale, we're gonna shift it forward, forward, forward as much as you can. Now stay right here and shift it to your right side a little bit towards the right hand. Then move it backward towards the heels. Passing along to the left side and coming back up again a little bit more throughout the wrist. And keep going with that circle, passing through the right, back, left, and center. Go and add a little bit more pace in this and keep on breathing. I'm not going to tell you when to breathe in or out. Just make sure you're not holding a breath in. Then we're gonna go from the other direction. Let's move around. Breathe in, breathe out. Just sit yourself here. Breathe in, breathe out. Passing all around. And then slowly we're gonna stay right in the center. We're gonna hold on. Let's tuck those toes back on the ground again. We're gonna do some cat and cows here. So breathe in as you lift your head up. Move your shoulders away from your ears. Turn your tailbone out and arch your back as much as you can. Make sure the belly is not collapsing. And exhale, we're gonna scoop under. Drop the chin towards the chest and round your spine as much as you can. Let's do two more. Inhale, arch. Shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, scoop the tailbone under, pull the belly in, push the floor as much as you can. One last time. Inhale, we're gonna arch it out, arch, arch, arch as much as you can. And exhale, we're gonna scoop under, 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 and we're gonna stay round the position. Hold it here for a second, keep your toes tucked, lift your knees off the mat, and find your downward facing dog. Start to arch your back as much as you can. Keep your head just hanging down there. Breathe in. Breathe out and softly drop your knees back down to your mat and stay here for a second. Right arm goes to the right side. Just lift it up. Keep your right arm parallel with the floor. Take a nice deep breath here. And exhale, start to thread your right arm under the left arm. Let's get deep as much as you can. Can you tap your right shoulder on the mat for a second? And exhale, stretch the right arm up. Push the floor with the left hand and look up. We'll do two more. Inhale, take it down, all the way under. And exhale, we're gonna push the floor with the left hand and send the right arm up towards the ceiling. One last time. Inhale, the right arm goes in, threads under. Tap your shoulder and exhale, push the floor and reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. Now we're gonna take the right arm parallel to the ground. We're gonna keep it right here. Make sure you're pushing the floor with the left hand as much as you can. Let's hold it in here for a second and stretch your left leg back behind you. That's it. Lift your left leg a little bit high, parallel with the ground again. Make sure your lower back is not doing any arch. The belly button stays in. The leg is not moving. We thread the needle once again. The right arm goes underneath. Breathe in like that. And exhale, push the floor and send your right arm out to the side, not necessarily too high. Repeat, inhale, the arm goes down, thread it under. And exhale, push the floor, take your right arm to the side. We'll do one more. Inhale, the arm goes under, breathe in. And exhale, push the floor, take your right arm to the side. We're gonna keep that arm on the side, breathe. And take your right arm over the head. Now just reach it, make sure the shoulder is away from the ear. Ready for some tucking in. The elbow and the knee comes into the center as you exhale, and inhale, we're gonna reach the arm and the leg away from each other. Two more. Exhale, we're gonna tuck it in. You can round your back. And inhale, we're gonna reach the arm away, reach the leg away. One last time. Exhale, pull everything and tuck in. And inhale, we're gonna reach that two away and away and away from each other. You breathe in here for a second, and the hand goes down to the floor, and the knee goes down to the floor. Let's go from the other side, starting with the left arm. Reach your left arm to the side. Hold that here for a second. Make sure you push the floor really hard with the right hand. And start to take a thread. The left arm goes under. Let's see if you can tap the shoulder on the floor. And exhale, send your left arm all the way to the ceiling. Reach and look up. Again, the arm threads under. Very good. Let's find that nice spinal twist. And exhale, push the floor and reach that arm up towards the ceiling. One more here. Let's breathe and take that arm under. And exhale, we're gonna send the arm all the way right up to the ceiling. Find that beautiful chest opening and take your arm parallel with the ground to stay right here. Finding the opposite leg now, which is your right. Stretch and lift it up. Make sure it's parallel with the ground. The belly button stays. Try not to move your pelvis at all. And I'll go for the thread. Once again, the left arm goes under. Breathe in. And exhale, lift it up, the arm stays parallel with the ground. Two more. Inhale, the pelvis is not moving. That's the most important key here. One last time, the arm goes under. Make sure the pelvis is not moving, so it's a very good thoracic spine twist. We're gonna keep the arm right there and start to move it over the head. The shoulder is away from the ear. Keep your shoulder blade tucked into the spine. Breathe in here. As you exhale, we tuck the elbow into the knee. And inhale, we reach the arm away, the leg to the other direction. Once again, exhale, tuck it in. And inhale, reach away. One last time. Exhale, we're gonna scoop, 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 scoop. And inhale, we're gonna reach the arm and the leg to the opposite direction. We breathe in here for a second. And the hand goes down to the mat. The knee goes down to the floor. Take a second and maybe go into your child's pose. Find that nice rest position. Good job. After our quick warm-up, we're ready more into the classic Pilates movement. So from here, I want you to shift your weight once again. You can cross your feet behind you and just take a second to sit all the way to your mat. Stretch your legs long and maybe move your hips a little bit close to the top of your mat. Hands will grab underneath the knees. Pull yourself in and try to find that nice straight spine position. Just breathe in here for a second, shoulders away from the ears. And starting to feel your pelvis on the mat, on the ground. Let's see if you can stay in the height as this and just scoop your tailbone under and come back up. Couple more. So start to scoop your tailbone under and come back up. Let's go a little bit deeper this time. We're gonna scoop the tailbone under. Now we're getting short in the height. We cannot help it. We go down, we go round, we go round, we go round in the spine. And exhale, pull yourself in using your hands and come on up into your straight spine position. Let's do one more. Scoop the tailbone under. Feel you're squeezing the glutes and rolling and rolling and rounding your spine. Now we're gonna hold this position. Stay. Reach your arms long in front of you. Breathe in. And exhale, come all the way up and sit right up and tall. Let's repeat one last time before we add on. Scooping the tailbone under, we're gonna roll, roll, roll into your round back. We're gonna stay in this position now. Let's start with the left arm. Pull the elbow in and try to twist a little bit towards one side. You breathe in and exhale, gonna find back into center, the other side. Pull one elbow down. Maybe you can tap your elbow to the mat and come back up. Maybe you can, maybe you cannot. It's both fine. and come back to center. Repeat that to the right elbow. Come back up, and we're gonna roll ourselves up, and we're gonna sit nice and easy. Stretch those legs long all the way throughout the floor, and start to roll all the way down on your back. Very slowly, rolling completely, one vertebra at a time. Exactly, exactly. Try not to collapse. Do as much as you can. Staying very good. Strengthen the core. Very good. And we're going to drop the shoulders and reach those arms over the head. Take it back, take it back. Make sure you're not lifting your shoulders close to the ears though. Keep your shoulders away. Breathe in. And exhale, bring your arms, only the arms right up to the ceiling. Stay right here. Now let's see if you can lift your chin towards your chest. Lift your head up and stay here. Lower your arms down a little bit and stay here. And I want you to count to 10 out loud. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. Lift a little higher. And let's count to 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. Lift a little bit higher. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll all the way up and breathe. And let's see if you can reach out to your toes. And let's good. Drop your chin towards your chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, I want you to whistle. Yeah, maybe with a sound, maybe without it. It's okay. Again, inhale. And exhale, whistle. There you go. One more inhale. And exhale, whistle out. And inhale, come up, straight seated position. Reach your arms in front of you. Take a nice deep breath in. We're rolling once again. Scoop your tailbone under and roll. One vertebra at a time, as slow as possible. Exactly, exactly. Very good. Natalie is doing her best to make it really slow. She's resisting not to collapse, right? Beautiful core control. Inhale, the arm goes over the head. And exhale, we're gonna roll up now without any counts, just one flow as you roll all the way up. Reach towards your feet and come up nice and straight spinal position. Beautiful, just like that. Open your arms to the side. Good job. And keep flexing your feet right here. Make sure your feet, they are now even. If your one leg is not shorter than the other one, the feet will stay even right here. You want to think about there's a board behind your feet and you don't want to touch that board. All right. So we're going to hold an imaginary pole behind the head. You breathe in here and you're going to turn to your right side twice with the pole. Inhale twice. Exhale, take it back to center. To the left now. Inhale, twist, twist. Exhale, back to center. Continue by thinking about that board underneath your feet. Make sure your feet are not passing each other and not touching to that board. Exactly. And make sure you have that pole behind your neck so you're not pulling one arm further than the other one. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, back to center. Go. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, back to center. Two more. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, back to center. Last one to the left. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, back to center. Reach your arms in front of you. Start to roll once again. Scoop the tailbone under. Going down one vertebra at a time. Get down. When you feel the lower back on the mat, stay right there. Make sure the shoulder blades are off. You can go down a bit more, Natalie. There you go. Open your arms a bit. Make sure the hands looking down to the floor. Version 1. Lift your right leg 1 inch off the floor. Point it out. Bring your left leg right next to it. Stay here. This is the hardest version of the 100. Lower your legs down, drop your head, reach your arms over the head. Take a nice deep breath in. We're getting into the version 2, and then you can choose whatever you want to do. Everything is a work. Bring your arms up. Lift your chin towards the chest. Move your arms a bit closer to the floor. Stay right here. Bring your right leg to table tap position. Bring your left leg to table tap position. We're going to keep those legs right here. Make sure you're holding a very hot cup of coffee on both knees. Make sure you're lifting throughout the shoulder blades. Beautiful. Breathe in. And exhale, stretch your legs throughout the floor and drop your head, reach your arms over the head. We're going to get into the last version. You breathe in. Exhale, bring your arms down, lift your chin towards the chest, bring your shoulder blades off the floor, hold it right here. Now we're gonna bring the right leg to table tap again. Bring the left leg to table tap again. Breathe in here And then we're gonna stretch the legs all the way throughout the 90 degrees. Keep your chin very close to the chest. Lift through the shoulder blades. You can do this version. You can do a table tap version, or you can do straight the legs down and 1 inch off the floor version, whatever you like to be. Now we're gonna do with Natalie the table tap position. Bend, breathe in here, and breathe out to pump the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in with the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2. 1, 2, 3. Last 1. In with the breath and out with the breath. We're gonna hold it where you are. Just catch your legs somewhere underneath the knees. Pull yourself a little bit higher with the support of your arms, and then slowly drop your head down. Pull your knees really close to your chest. Maybe you can hug on top of the knees this time and pull it as close as possible. You just breathe in and breathe out. Relax. Beautiful. I was good. This was not 100, this was a 50. All right, so we can do the other one at the next class. Step your feet down to the floor. Make sure your feet are right next to each other. Your knees are right next to each other, and the hands behind your head. All right, make sure those ribs are drawing down. You always want to hide your ribs down and away from. Breathe in on the floor. As you breathe out, you will lift your head. You will nod your chin to the chest. You stay in this position. Reach with the hands and catch somewhere around the legs. And with your hands, you really want to pull yourself a little higher. Now you want to stay in this height as you place your hands behind your head. And then go all the way back down to the floor. Repeat. Inhale on the floor. Exhale, chin to the chest. Catch your legs. Pull yourself up using your hands. Now stay in this height and just take your hands behind your head. Good job. And drop your head back down. This is going to be the last one. Let's lift the chin to the chest. Exhale. Catch the legs. Pull yourself up, up, up using the hands. Hands behind the head. Now stay right here. Breathe in. Little pulses up and down for 10 and 9. We are aiming the upper part of your abdominals. So come up. Come up. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Stay up as high as you can. Let's catch those legs once again. Pull yourself up, up, up as much as you can. Hands behind your head. We are not done yet. We have side to side. Little twists. Knees together. Twist side to side. Very little. It's not just a turn, but it's a lift as well. So come up and turn. Come up and turn. Very good. Natalie, definitely feeling the burn, I think. Good. Yes. 2 more. 1 more. We're going to stay in the center. Catch the legs. Pull yourself up, 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 up. And you can just slowly roll and relax everything down on the floor. Stay where you are. We're going to open the feet as wide as your hips, and also of course the knees are as wide as the hips. Toes, knees, hips, a good alignment of the legs. Even if you cannot see it, just try to feel that alignment for a second. Good. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling, wrists, shoulders aligned. And just think about your tailbone, the position of your tailbone, where it is in the space. Just take a second to really acknowledge that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we start to lift that tailbone off the mat and start to reach out 1 vertebra at a time, articulating the spine. And start to roll it back down by articulating the spine once again, 1 bone at a time. And softly drop your tailbone back down on the floor and feel the gravity. All right, a quick adjustment once again. Taking the tailbone up, scooping the tail and lifting the pelvis off the floor, reaching out 1 vertebra at a time. And exhale, rolling back down 1 vertebra at a time. Again, nice and easy. Every time you try to move your tailbone a further point than before. Exactly, let's do it again. Scoop the tailbone and lift the pelvic up 1 bone at a time, lifting. And once you roll down, you want to think about, can I place my tailbone in a further point than before. So you really want to elongate that spine. Beautiful, and this is going to be the last one. Here we go. Scoop and lift the pelvis up. And start to reach out one vertebra at a time, and we're gonna stay right here. Lower your arms down on your legs. We're gonna keep the hands over the quads. Stay right here. Make sure the pelvis stays scooped in and try to lift and squeeze those glutes. Your hands will press down towards your legs. Meanwhile, your knees, your legs wanna push out into your hands. Feel that against resistance. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep scooping that tailbone under. Breathe in, breathe out. There is an imaginary ball between the knees. You're squeezing that ball between your inner thighs. It's a very hard work. Breathe in, breathe out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your arms up and roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Nice and easy. Back down to the floor. Very, very good. Now we're going to bring the legs up to tabletop position. One leg at a time. Always keep your knees together. Lower your knees a bit, your feet a bit, so you have that table position. Very strong table. All right. We're going to do the same feeling, pushing against to a force. So hands once again on your quads here. Very good. And we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Make sure our rolling like a ball on the mat. So make sure that chin is always nodding in. Let's see if you can rock forth and back. There you go. Rock forth and back. You can start slow and you exactly keep moving. Exactly, keep moving, rocking back and forth, lifting the hips and then coming back up one last time. We're gonna stay in that seated position, step the feet down to the floor and breathe here for a second. Now usually we cannot feel the abdominal working really hard when we're doing the rolling like a ball. So that's why I find it very good to find a little bit of an adjustment. The elbows goes over the knees. Place your elbows up over the knees and feel they're glued with each other and they cannot get separate. Now, scoop that tailbone in a little bit. Round your back. Let's see if you can lift your feet and find a little balance on your sitting bones. Breathe in. Just hold that position. Very good. Getting used to this position. The belly button is in. The feet are off. You are on your sitting bones, a little behind the sitting bones, so you have that nice round shape of the pelvis. Remember, you cannot move your elbow and the knee apart. They are glued with each other. The chin is staying down close to the chest. We're gonna get ready for rolling like a ball. You breathe. Inhale as you rock back. Exhale as you come up. Keep them locked in. Repeat. Inhale as you take it back. Exhale, come up. Do your best to keep them glued. Inhale, rock. Exhale, bring it up. Beautiful. Just 2 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. One last time. Inhale back. Exhale. Let's stay in the center. Hold this position for a second. Now start to reach your arms long. Stretch your right leg only out there. Hug your left knee into your chest. Stay in this position. Turn your elbows to the side. Roll into your pelvis and start to roll on your back. The right leg is still reaching away. Lowering till your lower back is on the floor. The shoulder blade stays up. Keep pulling your right knee very close to your chest. You breathe in. You breathe out and you switch the leg, ready for the single leg stretch for 8. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Very good. Keep turning your elbows to the side, shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in, breathe out. One leg reaches out there. We'll do 3 more. And 2 more. 1 more. Hug both knees into the body and stay here for a second. Hands goes behind your head. Give your head a little support here. Make sure the elbows are not too wide. Your elbows are a little bit closer here. Chin towards the chest. Really carry the weight of your head with your hands, but trust your abdominals. See if they can lift you a little bit higher. There it is. Keep your legs together. Stretch both legs out together. Breathe in. Exhale, pull both knees into the body. Again, inhale to reach your legs out. Exhale to pull both knees into the body. One last time. Reach those legs in. Keep those legs out there now. Let's reach and stay. If this is too low, you can lift it up a little bit. Make sure you're not feeling anything on the lower back. Can you lift the chest a little higher? Reach your arms up now. And push your arms down by your side and reach your arms up and over the head. Only the arm goes as high as they can and push the arms back down. Repeat, the legs are not moving. She is shaking. Do your best. Reach your arms back. Push your arms down. One last time, reach your arms back. Stay in this position. Now hug your knees in and up and relax for a second. Very hard ab work right there. Okay, we're getting into some leg circles. So here we are. Stretch your legs along the floor all the way out. Okay, give yourself a moment here. Not a moment, maybe a second. Hands looking down. Good. Keep your legs all together. Draw your ribs gauge down. Lift the right leg straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna go for a variation of a pull and a circle. So catch your leg. There you go, somewhere behind the knee. And start to point that foot and start to pull that leg close to you twice. 1, 2, and hold it here. Release your arms down by your side. Cross the leg along the way and circle it around. Take it down and circle it around. And stay in the center. Catch that leg and pull it in, again, cross, take it down, move it around and center. Again, catch it, pull, 1, 2, let's circle it around, very good, and stay in the center, grab the leg, and we're gonna pull, stay, and go reverse. The leg opens to the side, the hip stays on the floor, we cross, the hip stays on the floor, and we come up to center, catch the leg, pull twice, 1, open, circle, do not move the hip, and circle around and up. One more, catch the leg, pull, take it to the side, keep both hips on the floor, take it around and up. We're gonna keep that leg straight. Tap hands on the leg again, lift the head this time. Let's see if you can walk your hands up close to the ankle, as high as possible. Very good. You're gonna breathe in. We're gonna lift the other leg a little bit off the floor. You stay, and we're gonna switch the leg. Let's go for switch and hold. Pull, switch and hold. Pull, switch, 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 2 more. Last one. Now the left leg stays with us. Hold it here. Right leg goes down to the floor. Head goes down to the floor. Walk your hands a little lower behind the knee. If it's not possible, even behind the hamstrings. We start with twice of a pull. Pull. The leg crosses the body. You can lower your arms down and the leg goes circle. Keep your hips, both hips on the floor. Comes up to center. Catch the leg. Twice pull. Cross it. Take it around and up. Again, catch the leg. Twice pull. Cross it. Take it down. Move it around. Yes, and find center, catch the leg, pull, reverse the circle now to the left, take it down, move across the body and up, catch the leg, pull, take it to the left, move it down, move it around, catch the leg, here's the last one, pull, take it to the side, move it down, move it around and up, catch the leg, stay, lift the head up. Walk your hands up close to the ankle as high as possible. Bring the other leg a little off the floor. You can point it maybe. Breathe in. Pull your leg twice. 1, 2. Switch the leg. 1, 2 and switch. 1, 2 and switch. 1, 2 and switch. And 2 more. 1 more. Lift both legs up to the ceiling. Hands goes behind your head. Stay up there. Chin to the chest. Remember not to drop your elbows too low. Lift your elbows. Stay in your abdominal contraction and start to lower both legs together. Breathe in. Exhale to lift. Again, inhale as low as you can. Listen to your body. I'm just here to guide you. You are doing it. You are feeling it. So do not go too low. Do not move yourself in danger. Exhale, lift up and bend your knees in right here. Try to lift up a little bit higher. This is the last torture. Stretch your right leg out. Twist your body to your side where your right elbow meets with the left. Breathe in, switch it for just 6. Switch for 5. The pelvis is not rocking side to side. The pelvis is perfectly still. Very good, Natalie. Breathe in, breathe out. One last time. And to the other side. And hug those legs in, drop the head. Wonderful indeed. Very good. Just breathe in, breathe out. And like we did before, start to rock yourself forth and back. Start to rock forth and back. Exactly, rocking forth and back till you come up to a seated position and stay on your seated position. Stretch your legs all the way out. Reach your arms in front of you and open your arms to the side. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Bring yourself out to the right side. Right hand goes down to the floor. Reach your left arm up. Just taking a little bit of a stretch. Coming up and twisting to the other side. One hand behind you, just reaching up. Soft and sweet, and coming up back to center. This time we're gonna bring the right hand again to your right side. Stay right here, bend your left knee in, and see if you can lift your hips up and reach one arm up towards the ceiling. You breathe in. And exhale, take a nice seated position. Once again, we're gonna lift the hips, reaching the left arm up. Breathe in, try to arch your back maybe a little bit more. And take a nice seated position. We do one last time. Ready to lift the hips up, the hips up, the hips up, the hips up, the hips up. And take it down slowly back into the seated position. And stretch your left leg long. Come up, both arms to the side. Find the center. Let's go for the other side. Left hand behind you, it's still on the mat. Right knee bends. You breathe in here, start to lift your hips and start to find a nice arch, a nice stretch over the back body. And exhale, take a nice seated position back there. Let's do 2 more. Start to lift your hips up. Breathe in, reach your arm back close to the ear, lift and arch the back. And take a nice seated position. Let's do one last time. Lift the hips up, you'll breathe in, take it back. And exhale, take a nice seated position all the way. Stretch your leg out and find your arms out to the side once again. Breathe in, take both hands now behind you. Let's move your hands this time wider than the mat. So they're not on the mat, they're on the floor. Lovely. From here, you make sure you're not collapsing into your shoulders. Very important that you push the floor. The chest is expanding, but not arching. All right? So you gotta keep your spine in perfectly neutral position. You'll breathe out here. Bring your right leg up to table tap. Bring your left leg up to table tap. You'll breathe in here. Soften your shoulders. If you need to bend your arms, you can bend your arms. Breathe in. And start to move both knees to the right side. Maybe one side of the hip is coming off the floor. Exhale, bring it back to center. Now to the other side. The legs are moving, but your shoulders are not. Exhale, back to center. We're ready for a circle now. Keep them bent, move them to the right. Move them down a little bit. Make a circle to the left and bring them home. To the second side, to the left. Move them down, move it around. And up. As you get used to it, maybe you can do it with long legs. Let's try it out. To the right, take it down, move it around, and up. To the left, take it down, move it around, and up. One last set. To the right, maybe you're doing it with bent legs, maybe with straight legs. Do whatever serves you the best. Bend your legs, stretch your legs long, reach your arms and stretch forward. Do not think about it like a spine stretch forward. This time I really want you to collapse. So just catch your legs and try to drop your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Very good. There you go. There you go. And slowly rolling yourself off, you can cross your legs to find a little transition onto your belly, or you can just take your legs back and lay down on the belly. Let's go for the transition. We're gonna cross the legs. We place the hands forward. We come all the way up. Take one leg back, take the other leg back, and slowly roll down on your belly. You got it. Lovely. We're gonna place the hands under the forehead. Just set your head in a nice, comfortable position. And I want you to move your legs a little bit apart. Good. So we're gonna use the legs hip width apart, where the lower back feels at ease. Good. We're gonna push the pubic bone down to the floor. Feel your glutes engaged. And we're just gonna start very easy. Only the head gonna come up. Keep looking down to your hands. Just feel the back of the neck straight. From here, start to lift your chin up higher. Try to look as high as you can, but keep your rib cage on the floor. Just try to lift the front of the chest. Hopefully we will get a little bit of an extension on the thoracic spine here, and start to drop your head back down on your hands. We repeat that once again. First, lift the head up with the straight back head position. Reach with the top of the head, hold it in here. And from there, you keep your rib cage on the floor, lift the chin up, open the front of the chest, and find that good, nice, soft extension throughout the upper back. And then drop your head back all the way down on the floor and stay on the floor. Now what we're gonna do is just for you to feel it. There's nothing to see here. Now, so think and hear me out carefully. You want to lift your navel off from the mat and hold it in here. Hold it in here. Hold it in. Hold it in. Lift it a little bit higher. The navel want to come up. The navel want to come up. So you have to engage all the glutes, and you're going to release everything back down to the floor. We'll do it once again. Engage the glutes. Lift your navel off the mat as high as you can. You hold it in. Hold the navel, hold it up, take it internally up there, and you're gonna release everything back right there. Relax everything. We're getting even lower. Now we're gonna focus on the legs. The legs are hip width apart, remember? You're gonna engage through the glutes again. And you try to lift your legs off the floor, not by bending them, just finding that hip extensors. Breathe in, lower back down. Again, we're gonna squeeze, engage, contract, and lift. And move them down. One last time. We're gonna reach them up, lift them up, lift them up. We're gonna keep them up right here. Stay here for a second. Let's see if you can lower the legs halfway, not on the floor, just a little lower than that. Stay, and let's see if you can reach the legs away. So you wanna move your femur bone out from your hip socket, and hopefully you'll feel it a little bit on the hamstrings. You breathe in, and you're gonna lower the legs all the way down. Now we're gonna do it only with the right leg. The right leg extends up. Keep it up. Hopefully both assist bones stays on the floor. Right leg goes little circles around. 1, perfect circles. 2, 3, 4, move around the other direction. 1, that's it. 2, perfectly round circles. 3 and 4, lower it halfway down, move that away, reach out to that back wall and drop that leg back down to the floor. The other leg now, take it up as high as you can to begin with, but make sure that assist bone, that hip bone is not coming off the floor. Go with the circles. And 1, 2, not big circles, small circles, because you want to go perfectly round. Let's go from the other direction. 4 more. 1 and 2. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. And we're gonna lower the leg halfway down, and we try to reach it away. Reach it to the back wall, and softly relax that back down. Beautiful. Let's combine everything back in together now. We start by lifting the head off the hands. Make sure the back of the neck is first straight. You're reaching with the crown of the head. Hold that position in here. Now let's pull that navel off the floor. Excellent. And start to lift both legs a little bit up to the air. There you have it. Breathe in. Now let's see if you can close your legs a little together and start to tap your heels close to each other. Go tapping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold your heels together. Stay. Lift your chin up. Look away. Open that front of the chest like we worked before. Hold this. Hold this. Lift a little higher. And lower everything down. Relax. Great. That was a nice soft workout for all your spinal extensors. So let's get a little bit more aggressive with it. I want you to open your legs as wide as your mat. Yes, we're gonna bring the hands right under the shoulders here. Excellent. Right there. And we'll start to lift the shoulders off the floor first. Let's move the shoulders away from the floor as much as you can. And start to lift your head up. Start to lift your chest up. Now use your hands to get up into your little swan position. You breathe in. And you're going to take it down nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, back down. Let's repeat that. First, the shoulders coming away, and then the head. Look and gaze away. Start to look up. As you look up, the gaze will take you wherever you want to go. And start to move it back down to the floor. Let's do one last time. Here we go. Lift your shoulders away from the floor. Head up, gaze up, and start to push the floor. Make sure you're not collapsing into your shoulders. If you cannot stretch your arms, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna stay in here. We'll breathe in, and we try to rock a little bit on the belly. So use a little momentum. Roll on your belly, lift your legs up. Lower the legs, lift the chest up. Keep going. The hands will stay exactly where they are all the time. Try not to bend your legs. Last one. Stay up. Lift your hips. Take a child's pose to rest here for a second. Wonderful. All right, and this is what we're gonna do on the back work for today. Coming up on your forefeet position, we're gonna turn on our side. I'm gonna drop my right hip on the floor. Make sure you have your right hip on the floor as well. I'm gonna get down on my side now. Let's just lay down all the way on one side. Stretch your legs long. When you look down, make sure you can see those feet on top of each other. Do not hide your legs back behind you. You can always see what is going on under here. Drop your head, and let's just start by creating an arch under the body. By reaching that top leg, your left leg, long and maybe even longer than your bottom leg. And move it back here, collapse. Repeat, moving your top leg away, 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 and longer than the bottom leg. And take it back to relax. One last time. Now we're gonna reach it away. We have our hips on top of each other. We'll stay in the position and just lift your left leg a little bit. Hold it. Flex your foot. Point your foot and lower the leg down. Again, lift up, flex, and point, and lower down. Again, lift, flex, point, lower down. One more, lift, flex, point, and keep it right here. We'll have little circles now. 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5. Reverse the circle. 1 and 2 and 3. And 4 and 5. Reverse the circle for bigger circles. Go up and over. It's harder to control the pelvis. Now do your best. One more here. Up and around. and we go reverse with the big circles up and around. 1, you still have that arch under the body. Repeat for 3, and go 4, and go 5. We're gonna keep that leg, flex the foot, push that leg away as much as you can, push, 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 and softly just relax that leg down over the other one. Now I want you to bend your knees. Let's bend your legs, but this time you want to move your feet back there where your knees will get aligned with your ears. So move them back, exactly right there. Stay and breathe. I want you to try to think about it. You're gonna lift your pelvis off the mat. Your left hand is on the floor to help you. Let's see if you can lift the right hip a little bit off the floor. Can you? It's very little, tiny, tiny lift. And drop your hips back down. Continue. Lift your hips up. Yes. And down. Again, take it up. Maybe it's just a weight lifting and not completely lift, but perfectly fine. Let's try to lift and stay in the pose. Hold it here. Lift your left leg up and down. 1 and 2 and 3. We'll do 2 more here. 4. Last one. 5. And softly drop your hips down. Take a breather. Your left hand goes behind your head. Now let's think about it. Left elbow goes back, left knee goes forward. So it's a nice twist right here. Let's use the other direction. Now the elbow will go forward as the knee goes back. Oh yeah. We'll do 2 more like that. The knee goes forward. That feels good. Yeah. And to the other direction. The knee goes back, the elbow goes forward. Here's the last one. You'll breathe. And you'll breathe again. And we're gonna stop in the center, and softly you can push yourself off the floor. Swing those legs to the other side. And here we go for the other side. Stretch the bottom arm long. And remember, when you look down, you can see your legs. So maybe you can move it a little bit even more closer. All right. Start by reaching that right leg longer than the bottom leg. And release. Again, reaching longer than the bottom leg, creating the arch underneath the body, and release. 1 more to go. Reach away and stay. Let's flex and lift that leg up. Point and lower down. Repeat. Lift up. Flex. Point and lower down. Continue to lift. Flex. Point and lower. Go on. Lift. Flex. Point. Great. You always have that arch underneath the body. You always have your hips on top of each other. And down. This is going to be the last one. You're going to lift. Flex. Point and keep that leg up there. Self-checking. Do you still have that arch underneath? You do. Great. Start with little circles. 1. Little. 2. Little means little. That's it. And there you go. That's enough. And we go reverse. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Breathe. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding the breath. We're gonna stay and we go reverse this time. Go bigger and go. Excellent. Think much more on your pelvic stability. Yes. And go reverse. Let's go. Breathe in and out. You want to challenge yourself, but you want to stay in the structure. Very good. And 5. And softly lower your leg. Remember to bend your legs back. And remember how the knees and your ears are aligned with each other. That your knees are not in front of you, the knee stays behind you. Draw the rib cage in And let's see if you can lift your weight of the pelvis up a little bit and take it back down. Exactly. Lift it up. Maybe we cannot see anything, but maybe it's just a feeling. Do your best. Lift it up. Exactly. And take that down. Let's try 2 more. Lift it up. Exactly. And take it down. Good, Natalie. We're gonna lift and we're gonna hold those hips up there. Make sure your rib cage is in and lift your right leg up. Move it down 5 times. Right knee goes up. Right knee goes down. Again, right knee up. Right knee down. You're lifting your hips all the time. And last time up and down. Lower the knee, lower the hips all the way down. Your right hand goes behind your head now. I have to do it. This feels amazing. Let's go for it. So my elbow goes back while my knee goes forward. You'll breathe in here. And the knee goes back as the elbow pulls you forward. Let's do 2 more like that. The knee goes front, the elbow takes you back. Exhale, find the opposition. And the last time, the knee pulls forward, the elbow takes you back. And here we are, we're gonna pull with the elbow forward, the knee goes back. And let's stay in the center, softly push the floor to come all the way up. Yes, we're gonna find our cross-legged position now. Great, if you need to adjust your hips, just find your sitting bones in a nice comfortable position. Rest your hands on your knees and just close your eyes here for a second. Before we finish the class, let's just check a little self-awareness here. How do you feel with your pelvis, with your lower back, with your belly, your chest, your shoulders? And take one last deep breath in. And exhale out and open your eyes. Bring your arms all the way up. You can look up. Let's meet your hands together and lower your hands down into your heart center. Thank you very much. Thank you, Natalie.